All right. So another option for you to add to your perspective destination poster is like a sky bridge, right? So I don't know if you guys have ever been to like a fancy mall or like at the hospital sometimes there'll be two buildings that need to be connected, but there's a road in between them. And so they make like a bridge going over them. There's also like the Las Vegas Convention Center has one of these, right? So if you're wanting to make a fancy building that has like two buildings on either side of a road, but they're connected through a sky bridge, this is how you would do that. So I've got my buildings kind of already made here. So I made buildings that had windows all around on purpose. So that way I could kind of line up where the sky bridge would go. So you can see I've got like the two sides to my building here, and then one side of my building over here. I don't need any other sides to this building besides the part that goes to the right and the top, because we wouldn't be able to see the other side, right? This one, I can see the side that goes to the left and the right and the top of it, but we wouldn't be able to see the side that's in the back. So same sort of concept with this building over here. Okay, so let's make a sky bridge. So we're gonna go in and make a square, so perspective selection tool. And we're gonna go to the right first. So I'm gonna click the orange side of my cube. And then I'm going to make a rectangle. And I'm gonna make it come out from one of these squares. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the corner of one of these windows and make myself the first side to my sky bridge. So what I did is I made sure to click on my previous square to get the same colors. So it automatically has a gradient, it automatically has the same outline, but I'm gonna need to do a couple things. I'm gonna need to send it backwards and change the opacity, okay? So with it still selected, I'm gonna do Control left bracket on my keyboard, and I'm just gonna press that until it goes behind the building that's on the left. So you can see here, this side of my sky bridge went behind this building on the left. So now it looks like this part of my sky bridge goes from this building to the other part of the building, right? However, I'm not going to be able to see the other parts of my sky bridge if I don't change the opacity. So I'm going to come over here to this opacity slider. I'm going to make that come down. For now, let's make it like around 35%, just so that we can see through it enough to make the other pieces, but we might come back and edit that later. So we've got the first side here, and then we're gonna make the other three sides. We're gonna make all four sides of this little like cube that's gonna go across the street. So let's go ahead and do the top part now. So in order to do this top part, we're going to need to use the green side of our cube or the bottom part of our cube. And then we're going to go ahead and make a rectangle here. And I'm being careful to make these rectangles match the same size as the rectangle that's the window on my building, right? So you can see the width of this rectangle matches the square that represents the window on my previous building. So now that I've got that guy, I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to do Control left bracket until it goes behind my other part of my building. And then I'm also going to change the opacity so that I can see through it. And now I have two more parts to this square that I need to do. So we're going to make another one that's going to go to the right or the orange side of the cube. It's going to make this one go this way. And then again, I'm gonna need to send that backwards. So Control left bracket. And this time I wanna make sure to also send it behind the other two sections that we just made. So right now it's only behind my other half of the building, but I need to send it back two more times. So that way it's behind the other parts of this sky bridge that I'm making. So this first rectangle that we made and the top rectangle are on top of this previous, this now rectangle that we just made. So again, this time I'm going to change the opacity, but I'm just going to change it to like 75 because I'm not going to send anything else behind that one. And then I just need one more on the bottom. So again, I'm going to go with the green part of my cube. I'm going to go ahead and make a rectangle here. And then again, I need to send it behind everything, but not all the way to the back. So I'm just going to do Control left bracket until it goes behind everything that I want it to go behind. And then again, I can change the opacity to like 75%. And I actually think that the like 35% that we did on the other two is probably fine. If we wanted to make them go a little bit darker, maybe we could do like 50%. Yeah, 50% is fine. So let's do that. There we go. So now it looks like we have a see-through sky bridge that comes out from one of the windows on our building that's on the right. So if we look at the whole thing, it looks like there's this building and then a little bridge that goes from this building to the one that's on the left. So if you would like to use that in your perspective destination poster, good luck.